What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the final game of the Eclipse 2v2 31k tournament, the finals between Luke and Nidintu against Dio and Cleo from Greek's clan. This is game 5, and you guys have Macedon and Rome against Greece and Rome, so similar matchup. We've obviously seen the Greece and Rome side win every game so far, so that's maybe not a good sign, but
yeah, not.
but you guys have a pretty different strategy. I mean, pretty much entirely different than every other game so far. So
Yep.
you want to go through that?
Yeah, I've got 16 and 4, and we've got 14 and 6 as well.
So obviously no archers at all for you guys. So it'll be pretty rush heavy. But you do have cavalry giants, so you in theory can chase down their archers and use your superior infantry, so it's not necessarily
Yeah, our idea was to use the melee numerical advantage to find openings and create chaos. We did have a pretty we did actually have an extremely detailed game plan, but it's kind of too much to go over in the span of the video.
Yeah, we'll just see how it unloads in the battle. And now for the Greeks, we have what's like regular 14 and 6 for Cleo with Rome, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right.
Yeah, 8 and 12. Yep, with 2 Rhodians and 6 Cretans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what we knew what was coming, and we definitely had a plan here.
So you can see the flanks are your flanks are kind of on the flanks here, kind of just supporting the urbans at every point.
Yeah.
And we'll see how you guys push forward.
We're just sizing them up a bit, thinking about how exactly we want to approach this.
I guess we'll just triple here until something actually happens. Pushing forward. Obviously, the urbans want to push a bit farther ahead than the royals because they don't want to get shot. The royals anyway, and the cav as well. And now you guys are shifting here to the left pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'll say by the time that this game happened, we had a much better understanding of how this matchup works, but still not at the level that we would have today. But we will get that rematch against the Greek players in due time, I do believe. And here I was going to engage these Spartans with my pikemen, but they run away, so I just chill out and wait for Rome to advance ahead of me.
Yep, obviously they're just trying to buy time for their archers. More shots they can get, you can see doing damage already. And
we wanted to pin down as many infantry units as possible so that we could use our cavalry advantage. That's why we're so spread out. Is we're trying to engage. Yeah, I lost a considerable amount of pikemen gaining that flank, which we knew would happen, and it was factored into our strategy.
Yeah, but obviously the idea there is that you will be able to pin down units from every angle, and that will open up your cav a lot more than just fighting from the front, where they can just send like 4 Spartans behind and just hold.
Right, exactly. Yeah, the last few times that we had tried to flank with cavalry, they had enough reserve infantry to counter us. So in this game, we made sure that they didn't have reserve infantry units. So we're really surrounding them here. It's kind of it's an odd angle of surround. It's it's 90 degrees, which is a rare angle for.
But they're just gonna keep retreating. Well, the only direction they really can, which is backwards too.
Yeah, we should have headed them off at the pass a little bit. We were a bit slow in this moment.
Looks like they are targeting your cav a bit here too.
Yep. So originally we decided that we wanted to pin them down in the center, but it seems like they're not playing ball. So I think eventually that we're going to take a flank engage because they're doing too much damage with their archery. Yeah.
Yep. So it looks like they're finally gonna have to accept a fight here. They could keep retreating, but
it looks like exactly what happens. I don't recall precisely. It's been a long time. So I retreated some of the way here with my flank Spartans. I didn't want to have a total urban on royal engagement, but I'm going to put up a defense on this flank. So this game gets pretty out of hand in terms of like complexity pretty quickly because of the maneuvering, the pre-fight maneuvering.
Yeah. Obviously, well, trying to get these Spartans into urbans where they will successfully like have a lot of success. But you can see now you guys are pushing really strong here into the archers and these Spartans, which is obviously just free kills pretty much.
So finally, our plan is starting to take effect. That we're engaging a significant number of their spears, which are the units that are really a threat to our cavalry.
And these are nice engagements too, coming up on the flank, and they really can't turn and face because you really do have quite a bit of a surround here, and Cleo was really far away, so he's got to come all the way back and start to. But he will have to engage, and over here now these urbans and these royals can come and engage these Spartans. So yeah, there are, and you can see that pretty much all the Spartans are tied down. He's trying to retreat them, but this is just going to cost him a lot of men, and these archers are being caught as well, which is just excellent for you guys.
So yeah, at the moment we have a really good position. Very happy with
getting in the rear as well here, which is even better. Like this is like pretty much free kills.
Yes, absolutely. And now we're pressuring Cleo's cavalry. So overall, just great positions for us.
Yeah, this is hot. This is pretty much what you guys wanted to do, and you're getting there at least in the start.
Yeah, it's a little less organized than we wanted it, but it is good, and we're getting they just stood there when we charged them, so they
some free kills,
return the charge.
But now they will try to maybe do something.
Sorry, I'm getting a phone call.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, so now they are going for something. They do have some Spartans in support finally, so they will try to take advantage of that. But these Spartans are really out of position.
I wanted to take this engagement here, even with the Spartans in there, because we had nice slices. But we didn't get that communication down.
But here you guys are doing massive damage. I mean, you broke looks like 3 Spartans probably and a couple of Urbans, so this is really good.
Yes.
And a lot of these, they seem like to be in a state of confusion here. A lot of their Spartans are just doing nothing, and yeah.
Yeah, the game is going quite well at this moment. These Urbans being engaged on those Spartans like that is not quite ideal.
Yeah, but at least they are getting some surround. It's not like a complete.
Yeah,
but they will get a nice charge here, though.
I needed to be a lot faster with my pikemen. I could have prevented this slice from happening, but for some reason the games were a bit laggy, so that could have been the reason that I wasn't quite.
But you guys are getting some return kills on this flank, but yeah, a little slow here. But at least it will only cost him 2 Urbans. And here you guys have completely pushed through them, and have a lot of support here.
Yep. Yeah, the game has sort of settled down a little bit. It's a little bit less crazy than it was at one point, but we did get rid of their or at least a significant number of their archers, which it was one of our goals in the early game.
And some Spartans as well. So he only has, well, he still has quite a few, but you were able to kill a lot in this block here. And here they're gonna go for like a surround too.
Yeah, they should have taken this slice here, and I guess they do. I again really should have been a lot faster. I should have withdrew from this engagement. So
yeah, they did a good job pushing through with their Spartans at the same time as well to like really put pressure on all flanks.
Not good work from me to lose those pikes. So there's absolutely no reason to lose this fight.
Yeah, especially when you guys have like the cab advantage in general. Like you see, well, Nidintu's cab is all the way back here, but it's really allowing their cab to have a lot of action for free. Well, maybe they shouldn't.
Yes, yeah, they're definitely doing well on that flank. So yeah, and they're getting some free shots on our cavalry, but so yeah, you could say that they kind of equalized the game from the early game, but I believe we start to gain back an advantage here over the next few minutes of gameplay.
This fight here, and he's gonna go for a big charge here.
Yeah, and we get nice slices here. These are really quality.
Oh yeah, that's
charges. I do believe that we did get charges. Yes, we got charges.
But not able to route.
Not able to route anything, and we do get sort of depleted. But yeah, those were good.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
Those killed.
And they are starting to cause routes now that it's a little. And you are able to get your pikes in here as well, and yeah, this is a pretty disorganized fight, but looks like it's going pretty well for you guys now. You get pikes into these urbans, and their flanks are turned.
Yep.
Like another charge from Nidintu here.
This one is a bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he actually. one to go for that. Because there were some Spartans in here, but yeah, he will keep his cav alive. And looking at the cav numbers, it looks like they might have a little more cav.
They do, but we are kind of winning the infantry
Yeah.
engagement at this
The
point.
gods be
So
praised!
that's
The
the
enemy
situation.
general
They
is
have more
dead!
cavalry.
His
His men
general
know
is
the
riding
storm
here with
approaches.
So
And yeah, you can see these the urbans for Cleo are really tied down here, and there's only these like couple of Spartans that are free. Everything else is pretty much tied down, and you do have so much infantry left, and Nidintu's getting even more charges here, breaking through here, and this is looking pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, what you begin to see is that our urbans get tired faster than theirs because theirs aren't really fighting back.
Yeah.
And Spartans also have impeccable stamina, and I'm not sure about that slice charge, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of Spartans in the mix there.
Yeah, and
But maybe just trying to go for a fast break since so many things were routing over here.
yeah. So maybe we needed to be a bit more disciplined with everything.
He's going for like a full surround.
Yeah. This is, I guess, where things started to get a bit less.
Yeah, I think that there's also like some disconnect between like, your pikes who are all fighting here and like all of Nidintu's over here. It's kind of separate.
Yeah.
And like to have some pikes against these Spartans would definitely be helpful.
But we're winning this little blob over
Yeah.
here on my side.
Yeah, there's really not much, just a couple of urbans here, but they're like kind of just holding, and he's kind of like Cleo's kind of doing this everywhere. He's just holding in Testudo, and you can see warmed up and fresh, whereas like Nidintu's already winded. And yeah, and he still has to break through this Spartan blob. He probably will lose.
Yeah. But the plan was to break through the enemy before on my side before they broke through us on the other side. So.
And yeah, and you guys are doing a good job. You can see Spartans are routing and urbans are running. There's just a couple of guys here, but you guys are running out of cav as well.
Yep. And this is a moment where things start going poorly for us. Is when I start pulling through. For some reason, my general routes. I really don't know why.
Yeah,
And that just causes a huge chain route of my units. Completely strange, honestly. But
right, because there's really these guys aren't even fighting like.
Right.
And they were pulling all the way over here. That was really
didn't
weird.
make sense.
And that's going to really cause massive morale issues everywhere, especially with these cav charges coming in.
Yeah. So that was just a weird situation, but it was a close game. We made some tactical errors, and they were able to get back into the game. So good game to the Greeks.
Yep,
good series.
Yeah, it was a really good series.
I'm pretty sure if on this day we had an opportunity to play a third game with Greece and Rome, we would have won. And that's not a rage quit or anything. That's just the game ending after players admit defeat, I believe.
Yeah.
Sometimes if the game gets exited by the host prior to the results screen coming up, it'll get this replay finish screen. So.
Yeah, but yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, so good games, and yeah, really quite an interesting series, and yeah, so Greece and Rome did manage to win every game, but yeah, good series. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.